There are moments when the veil of reality feels terrifyingly thin. You wake up with a thought that isn't yours, a cold certainty about when it all ends. It is not just fear. It is a date circled in the red ink of destiny. For some, the future isn't a mystery to be lived, but a memory waiting to arrive. History is haunted by those who saw their own final chapter. Mark Twain watched Halley's Comet slice the sky and knew his departure was written in light. He said he came in with it and would go out with it. And the universe obeyed. It raises a question that chills the blood. Did he see it? Or did he cause it? Then there was Lincoln, wandering the halls of his dreams. He saw a funeral in the East Room, a grieving crowd, days before the assassin made it real. These stories linger because they touch a primal nerve. They challenge the comforting illusion that time only moves forward, that the future is unwritten. But let us strip away the mysticism for a moment. What if this isn't magic, but biology? A survival mechanism buried deep within our ancient brainstem. Your body is a vigilant guardian, a keeper of secrets. It knows when the machinery is failing long before your conscious mind dares to acknowledge it. We call these prodromal symptoms, the quiet whispers of decay. A subtle shift in heart rate, a change in scent, a heaviness in the marrow of the bone. The unconscious mind collects these fragments. It weaves them into dreams of falling, of missing trains, of clocks stopping in empty, dust-filled rooms. You wake up sweating, not because you saw a ghost, but because your body sent a distress signal. The dream was merely the translation of a physical truth. Yet, there is a darker psychological trap here. The mind is powerful enough to kill. We know the placebo heals, but the nocebo effect is its evil twin. If you believe with absolute certainty that you will die on a Tuesday, your body might just listen. The fear releases a slow poison of cortisol and stress. You become the architect of your own tragedy. The belief becomes a command, shutting down organs, stopping the heart, fulfilling the script you wrote. This connects deeply to how we handle control. For those who grew up in chaos, predicting disaster was a way to survive, a way to brace for the impact. If you were the child who had to read the air in the room, predicting the future became your native language. You learned to see the storm before it broke. This hyper-vigilance feels like intuition, but often it is trauma. You scan the horizon for danger because safety was never a guarantee in your past. You confuse the anxiety of what if with the knowing of what will be. It is a heavy burden to carry, this constant anticipation of the other shoe dropping. But science suggests something even stranger about time. Einstein taught us that the distinction between past, present, and future is a stubborn illusion. Imagine time is a winding river. Just because you are around the bend doesn't mean the water behind you is gone, or that the waterfall ahead isn't real. Some minds may drift further down the stream. They catch glimpses of the terrain ahead, experiencing déjà vu or profound premonitions of what is coming. This is where the sensitives live, on the edge of time. They feel the weight of events before they happen, carrying the grief of the future in the now. It is an isolating gift. To know is to be separate. You stand behind a glass wall, screaming warnings that no one hears, watching the tragedy unfold. We see this clarity most poignantly at the very end. Terminal lucidity. The moment when a confused, dying mind suddenly becomes sharp, clear, and present. It is as if the clouds part for one final sunset. Family members rejoice, thinking it is recovery, but the soul knows it is merely saying its goodbyes. The brain dumps its last reserves of energy. It is a biological grace, a final opportunity to close the loops, to say the words that were left unspoken. Dying people often speak of visitors in these moments. They see parents long gone, opening doors, waiting in the corner of the room with quiet patience. Skeptics call it hallucination. Believers call it transition. But psychologically, it represents a profound return to safety, a healing of the first wound. We enter this world seeking attachment, and we leave it seeking the same. The vision of a mother or father is the ultimate comfort against the encroaching dark. But who are you, the one watching this? Do you feel things others miss? Do you walk into a room and instantly know the hidden, quiet sorrows of strangers? This sensitivity is often born in silence. It comes from being the invisible child, the one who watched and listened while others took up all the space. You learned that knowledge was safety. If you could predict the mood, the outcome, the danger, you could make yourself small enough to avoid the damage. Now, as an adult, that survival strategy remains. You dream of the future because the present never felt safe enough to fully inhabit. You are always ahead. This is the tragedy of the premonition. It pulls you out of the now. You miss the warmth of the sun today because you are sensing the rain of next week. There is a thin line between intuition and obsession. When does the search for meaning become a cage? When does the prophecy become a prison of fear? Some become addicted to the knowing. They visit psychics, read horoscopes, analyze every dream, desperate for a map in a world that offers no guarantees. This is the shadow self trying to control the uncontrollable. We fear death because it is the ultimate loss of agency, the one appointment we cannot reschedule. But true intuition is not fearful. It is quiet. It does not scream or panic. It simply is. It feels like a heavy, grounded truth in the pit of the stomach. Anxiety, on the other hand, is frantic. It races. It demands certainty. If your premonition feels like a panic attack, it is likely a ghost from your past. It is your inner child terrified of being blindsided again. It is the part of you that believes if you worry enough, you can prevent the bad thing happening. We must learn to distinguish the two, to honor the intuition but soothe the anxiety, to thank the vigilant guardian but tell it that we are safe now. The people who successfully predicted their death often did so with peace. They didn't fight it, They accepted the cycle, like a leaf accepting the autumn. There is a wisdom in that surrender, a recognition that we are not separate from the universe, but a temporary expression of it, a wave returning to the ocean. Perhaps the goal is not to know the future, but to trust that we can handle it. To build a resilience that doesn't require a roadmap to feel secure. Think of the energy wasted on dread, the hours lost staring into the mirror, looking for signs of the end, while life was happening right outside the window. The mirror will crack eventually. The body will falter. This is the contract we signed at birth. No amount of worry can rewrite the terms of existence. But there is beauty in the fragility. If we lived forever, or if we knew the exact date of the end, would the coffee taste as sweet? Would the hug last as long? The uncertainty is what gives the moment its value. The fact that this conversation, this breath, this heartbeat is not guaranteed makes it sacred. Those who dream the future often miss the present. They are time travelers who forgot to unpack their bags. They live in a then that hasn't happened. If you recognize yourself in this, if you are the watcher, the feeler, the one who knows too much, try to ground yourself in the sensation of today. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the air in your lungs. The body keeps the score of the past, yes, but it is also your only anchor to the present moment. You do not need to be the guardian anymore. You do not need to predict the blow. You are an adult now, capable of surviving the storms without a forecast. Let the future be a mystery. Let the darkness be a velvet curtain, not a monster. What is behind it will reveal itself in time without your constant vigilance. The most profound psychic ability is not seeing what comes next. It is seeing what is here, right now, and loving it fiercely despite its impermanence. So, would you really want to know? Would you want the date stamped on your hand? Or is the blessing found in the blindness, in the hope of one more day? Perhaps the mystery is the mercy. It allows us to live as if we are infinite, to love as if we will never lose, to dream without a deadline looming over us. The future is a ghost. The past is a memory. All you have is this flicker of light between two darknesses. Do not spend it looking for the exit sign. Your intuition is a gift, but don't let it become your burden. Use it to navigate the depths of empathy, not to chart the geography of your own demise. You are here. You are alive. And for this moment, that is the only prediction that matters. The rest is just silence waiting to be filled with your song. If this spoke to the quiet part of you, the part that watches and waits, share your story in the comments. I read them all, and I hear you. You are not alone.